Hey guys, so now it's time to talk about how 2026 has been so far. So here we go. 2026 began on a Thursday. That was last week. And was it off to a great start? Well, yeah. I'm gonna tell you guys how it all unfolded. Here we go. So I came back from my grandma's house because we went to go see the monks. I'm gonna tell you exactly where, but all you have to know is that we went to go and see the monks and stuff. So yeah, we went to our grandma's house to, go see them because that's where they were over there. So they came back home and it was awesome. I liked it. Now, when the year was beginning, it was good. Like the countdown was amazing. Everybody was asleep. Yeah, I was at my grandma's house. Everybody was sleeping. It was like, what? Y'all are lame. The year's beginning. The year's ending. Like, what? So yeah, I came back and then what I did was that I edited a video. It was called Luigi's Mansion 3 HGP. It was a part of a bigger project that I was doing. So yeah, I love doing bigger projects and everything. It's just so fun. It's so cool. So I was doing that and I was having fun. And I also remember that Stranger Things last episode came out on the 31st. I was gonna watch it, but yeah, when I discovered that it was coming out on the 31st, I was like, man, I can't watch it because I was at my grandma's house. I wanted to watch it when I got home and everything because I'm like, man, it's a fine way to begin. Like, yeah. So I went ahead and started watching it. I was like halfway in it and I started to get the shakes and it was terrible because it would distract me from paying attention to the movie. Yeah, because it was 2 hours. Yes, it was 2 hours. Just in case if you didn't see it, because a lot of people are not watching the show and everything and it's like, what? Oh my god, y'all are late. I mean, I'm gonna talk. I started watching in 2024, but hey, at least I didn't have to wait for anything to come out or something because the gap in between season 4 and 5 is crazy. It's basically almost 4 years. So yeah, I had the shakes and they were terrible. So I started coughing and everything. Now I have to mention that while I was editing Luigi's Mansion 3 HGP, I was coughing and my head was hurting. Eventually, I had to stop watching Stranger Things season 5 episode 8 because I was so bad. I just felt so terrible. I was like, I don't want to do anything. And you know what happens? You know what's happening to me whenever I don't feel like doing shit? I am sick. How? Well, it's time to explain. So my grandmother, I think she was sick, but her side of the family was sick with this so-called thing called super flu brothers too. That's not funny because I had gotten the flu and I was pissed off. So let's talk about January 2nd. I'm not gonna go through every single day, explain it slow. But about, I'm gonna say like the next 6 days after that, or 8 or 9 days after that, all you had to know is that I was sick as fuck and I didn't want to do anything. See, that's the thing what happens when I'm sick. I don't feel like doing anything. I did record a Luigi's Mansion HGP, Luigi's Mansion 3. I did record that while I was sick and I made a Hell Never Daily video, but that still didn't compensate for, a whole bunch of stuff. So yeah. So to explain it here, the days were shit on the 2nd and everything. And to make it worse, when I went to the urgent care, they didn't say anything about me having a flu or strep. They said nothing, and I was like, what the fuck? And it's probably because of how asymptomatic I was. I cannot be. I was asymptomatic. I was experiencing all the symptoms. And when I looked it up on all the symptoms, I'm like, yeah, I'm right. Yeah, yes, I am. I'm right. So all I was doing when I was sick is that I was watching YouTube. What a shitty way to spend the time. You see, my stepdad has the flu now, and yeah, he still does what he does, works on his cars and everything. So that's the thing right there. And it was fucking terrible. And I'm like, dude, at least give me some days which I can chillax and not have the cough or anything. Hope the thing goes away so fast because we had to go back on the 6th of January, and I'm talking about school. That's what I'm talking about. I didn't go back on the 6th because I wasn't feeling good. And I'm like, bro, I need another day. And that's how everybody else felt. They felt like they needed another day. They were like, I'm not going on Tuesday because I hate going back to school on Tuesday, especially when we got some days left. And yeah, I didn't really work like that. My workflow was FUCKED. Try not to get age restricted or anything. But yeah, my workflow was very much totaled, and yeah, I have to fix it. I have to really study how to fix it, and yeah, it's awful. And so 26 so far, put it in this way, hasn't been going good. It will get better. I just know it will. It's just the flu. Like, I did not know about a fucking super flu until I got it. Like, what the fuck is a super flu? Dude, I have no idea. I don't know. But the point is, I don't really have the flu anymore. The only thing that I do have is the cough, but don't worry, my grandmother's side of the family has the cough. So yeah, that's the only thing that's lingering on, and yeah, but the cough is really debilitating at school, and I hope it's not debilitating tomorrow because today's Sunday. It's the 11th, and tomorrow will be the 12th. Yeah, I would say 26 has not begun yet because, this is not about the far extent as I'm getting of it. So, yeah, things have been very underwhelming, but not to worry because it will be great. And also, I shaved my bottom beard. Isn't that awesome?